how to easily work with Salesforce Records in Lightning Web Components using the uiRecordApi module from Lightning Component package. Here, we will first fetch the account record using the get record and then update its name using the update record, all in JavaScript, and no Apex is needed. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, you will be going to learn how to easily work with Salesforce Records in Lightning Web Components using the uiRecordApi module from Lightning Component package. We will cover what it is, when to use it, and I will also walk through some of the code examples, including how to read and update this record, all without writing a single line of Apex code. So let's see how it's done. First, let's look at what a uiRecordApi from Lightning is. It is a built-in module provided by the Salesforce for Lightning Web Components. It allows you to perform CRUD operations, that's create, read, update, and delete directly from JavaScript. So instead of writing Apex just to fetch or update a record, you can now do it in a few lines using this module. And the best part is it automatically respects field level security and sharing rules. Plus, since it's handled on the client side, it helps reduce governor limit usages. So let's talk about when to use it. You will use the uiRecordApi when you want to avoid Apex for simple tasks. Also when you are performing basic CRUD operations and you need the field level security handled automatically. Also, you can use this when you want to build a quick form or a record viewer. But some of the cases which you will want to avoid the uiRecordApi would be when you need complex business logic, or you are doing some SOQL joins or working with multiple related objects, or when you are working with larger data volumes. In all these mentioned cases, I would suggest you to not use the uiRecordApi. Now that's all for the theory part. Let's go ahead and see some live code examples. Now let's go through our LWC component which I have written here, which I'm using to display the account name and also using to update the name of the current record selected. Here we will first fetch the account record using the get record and then update its name using the update record, all in JavaScript, and no Apex is needed. To start, we import the necessary functions from the Lightning uiRecordApi, which are the get record and update record methods. We are also importing the refresh Apex from the Salesforce Apex class, which we will use later to refresh the data after an update. Next, we import the specific fields that we want from the account object, in this case the name and the font fields. We do this using the Salesforce schema syntax, which ensures field level security is respected. Then we use the wire decorator to fetch the record. We pass the record ID dynamically and tell it which field to retrieve. The result of that wire is handled in a method wiredAccount, where we store the return proxy object in a property called this.account. Now for the updation part, when the user enters a new name and clicks a button, we prepare an object called fields. We set the ID of the record and then update the name field using the new value the user entered through the input box. Finally, we call the update record with this fields object, and once the update is successful, we immediately call refresh Apex and passes in the wire result. This forces the UI to refetch the latest data from the backend, so the updated name appears instantly on the screen. This approach keeps your code clean, reactive, and Apex free. Now, you might be wondering what this refresh Apex method is and what is the reason behind using it. Imagine this: you are updating a record using the update record function, but the UI is still showing the old data. Why? Because the wire decorator using the get record method only runs once when the component loads, unless the record ID is changed. In our case, the record ID is not changed and hence the UI will not be re-rendered. That's where we use the refresh Apex. It tells the Salesforce rerun the wire adapter and fetch the latest data. And now your UI is instantly reflecting the updated record from the server. So that's all for the explanation of the LWC component. Let's go ahead and see it in action. Here you can already see I have embedded the LWC in my account object, and we are able to see the correct account name and the phone number associated with the account. Now let's go ahead and try to update the account name. We'll just put sample and click on update name. And now you can see both the account name in the account record and in our custom LWC have changed. So that is all for this video. If this video helped you, give it a like, share it with your dev team, and don't forget to subscribe for more Salesforce tutorials. Catch you in the next video. Thank you.